In today's video, we take a look at a group of young women who expect a man to buy them drinks and pay for their stuff. And this man here who tells men to do the exact opposite of it.
This is why I'm against buying girls drinks at the bar. Fellas, let's talk. You see, a lot of dudes think buying a girl a drink is a noble act. In a man's head, he offered to buy something for a complete stranger. He thinks that women would show him gratitude, thanks, and stick around and have a conversation. But fellas, one thing you gotta understand about women, they don't see you buying them a drink as a noble act. They come to the club expecting it. Why else would they put on uncomfortable shoes, hours worth of makeup, fake hair and fake lashes? They came there to get free drinks. So when you buy her one, she's not seeing it as some type of noble act because she was expecting you to buy her one. Pro tip, never talk to a girl while she's in line to get a drink. Because when you get to the front, she may look at you like, oh yeah, like what are we drinking? Bitch. If anything, wait till she buys her a drink, walks away, then talk to her. Let's go, Kings.
This reality is sad, but still, it is true. As he said, women expect men to buy them expensive things and luxuries just because they think they deserve it, and that attitude is the root cause of their delusion. And guess what? When there are no men to buy them drinks and stuff in a bar or a restaurant, mostly their tables are empty because they are not used to paying for their own stuff as shown in this clip here.
When you go out, are you buying your own drinks?
Never. No. Absolutely not. Don't buy your own drinks, lady.
I don't buy shit.
Sometimes. 50-50. Sometimes. No. 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 Never. Never.
Oh.
Yeah. 90% of the time, no. No. Yes. Even if a guy offers me, yes, I buy my own drinks.
I respect that.
No, the men will buy them for you.
Stop it.
No. Absolutely not.
No.
Yes, I do.
Usually a guy buys them for me. I mean, tonight, yes. There's no men here.
You're barely a girl, shut up.
Yes. Always. Yeah. Barely. Yes, I always buy my own drink. We bought our own drinks.
You gotta have your own money. But if someone offers you a drink, I'm not gonna say no.
How are you getting these drinks?
People buy them for me.
Who's people?
Guys, mainly.
How are you getting your drinks?
Men.
Y'all are paying for her drinks?
Yeah, they are.
You find an old man. Sugar daddy. A sugar daddy. Someone buys them for me. You have to.
What you just saw is a clip filled with a lot of modern and independent women admitting that they need a man to pay for their drinks, and then these same women would turn around and say that they don't need a man. And this hypocrisy is the reason why men have stopped looking for women to date, as shown in this clip here.
Okay, the Dodgers start playing at 1 o'clock, so this is part 2 of me trying to meet my future husband authentically without dating apps. We dressed cute, I waxed my mustache. We're gonna go sit at a sports bar, have a little drinky drink, eat some fried pickles, and we're gonna see what happens. Let's go. First message, don't get bangs. Second message, that was a big old bust. There was like 10 people in that bar and every man was with a girl. Lucky for me, I stumbled upon a flea market. That is way more my type, so we're gonna check it out. That was also a bust, but I pet a dog, so that was neat. I spy a record store ahead of me, so we're gonna hit that up. Won't find any men there.
Nope.
I was the only one in the store. My parking's expired and I gotta pee, so we'll try again next weekend.
You could camp around those places for multiple weeks if you want, but you won't be finding any man looking to date you, and that is not because something is wrong in you, but because when majority of women would go around saying men are trash or men are the problem when it comes to dating, then there is a good chance no man would even look at you, let alone talk to you or help you in any matter. And that is something this woman needs understand as well.
Sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me.
But why should they? And why would they even want to? After all, women have been telling men over and over again to leave them alone. Women are independent. They don't need men. And now some are complaining when men are actually listening to them.
They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men because there are good men out there.
That's a very good point. There are good men out there.
As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down. It's just a hot mess out here. But
this really shouldn't come as a surprise. After all, isn't this what some women wanted? What modern feminism was pushing for? For women to be treated as equals to men, right? No special treatment needed. Don't need to hold open a door. Why help out? Women can do everything themselves just as good as men can. But now it seems some are complaining that they got exactly what they asked for.
Talking to this boy one time. First time he linked, he said communication is key. He doesn't have time for shit, all right? He told me from the jump, I cannot read your mind. If you're mad, say it, okay? One day he pissed me off, dropped me home, texted me all like, are you okay? The energy seems really off. I didn't respond. Then he texted me again, didn't respond. He called me like 3 times. I'm looking at the phone, I'm not answering. The next day, he called me 2 times in the morning. I didn't answer. Same speed, he texted me, so you came into my life to do weird LOL. I don't even play, I told you that. Stay blessed. I said, I've been blocked on everything ever since. I tried calling from a text-free number. He said there's nothing for us.
So what do you expect? He called you 5 times and you choose to ignore his calls, when he was very straight with you from the beginning that he isn't going to tolerate any tantrums or games. But you must have thought that he is bluffing, but guess what? He wasn't. And it is a lesson for you that when you are in a relationship, you should not act like a child, or you might end up in a similar situation like her.
Being over 50 and being single and trying to find someone compatible as a companion.
I saw this video by one of my fellow collaborators and it broke my heart, because what she wants to know is why is it so incredibly difficult for a woman over 50 to find a life partner or a companion. Well, the reason is mostly mathematical. Women don't walk away from relationships or marriages unless they're almost put against the wall too. Men are not very good at calling off relationships. So what they do is they misbehave and they abuse a woman until she walks away. And by the time that happens, because it can be years and sometimes even decades, men think that, wow, I can get away with behaving that way, and women will put up with it. They don't understand that what happened there is that they had a truly committed partner that was trying everything possible to make that marriage or that relationship work. So they make it back into the dating scene thinking, oh, I can just find somebody else to put up with my BS. Here we are, women over 50, thinking, oh, I want a healthy relationship this time around. I'm not going to put up with someone bringing me down. I will no longer put up with abuse. And I want to live out the rest of my days in happy companionship with a man that has emotional health. And then quickly we realize that the only thing that's out in that dating pool is men with a huge amount of physical and emotional baggage. So if the sheer cesspool of single men over 50 doesn't appeal to you, and believe me, it doesn't appeal to me either, the solution is to have a life that's so rich and so happy and so full of people that are truly making a contribution to our soul, that you decide that until a man that is suitable and that's going to make your life better than it is now turns up, you're quite happy on your own. I have a wonderful social life with good friends, wonderful girlfriends that speak to my heart, and my gay friends who just make the quality of my life much better than I ever thought I could. I have hobbies and interests and a life without restriction. Am I open to finding someone? Yes, of course. And in fact, I'm open to even finding someone younger than me. But he better come into this life to make my life better. And my life is pretty darn good as it is. And I hope you can get to a place where yours is too.